Good morning, guys. It has been quite a while since I have filmed. It was a struggle this morning trying to get you, and I say this morning, I mean 2 seconds ago, trying to get you in a place where you could see my face because I had my calyx shelf. I have a new calyx shelf, which you will be seeing soon, with all my yarn on it and everything, and wanted to use it as a backdrop, you know, as people do, and the side lighting was too intense, so could not do that. So I have you facing me this way with the window over there, and just like my regular shelf behind me. It is shiny and new and has it has some yarny stuff on it. Like, this is my box of crafting whips, and yeah, I think that's about it. There's my sewing box up there. You know. I'm pretty greasy today, but I really wanted to podcast. It's been so long. It has been so long since I've podcasted. You see, I'm in a new place. I have moved, and it was not a small move. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Lee. This is my mostly knitting podcast. I crochet every once in a while, and I cross stitch also. But I was, until just recently, in South Carolina, and am now in Pennsylvania. So we had a big move, and we're here. We're settled in, mostly. We're still waiting on some furniture, but it's good. We're working, and life is feeling normal again. But I've had lots of knitting time because the move was so stressful, I refused to do anything else. So I have lots of things to show you. I went back to my last podcast, which was, oh, pardon me, a tickle in my throat. It's allergy season here now, and I obviously have never lived in Pennsylvania. Well, not obviously, but I've never lived in Pennsylvania before, so my body's not used to these allergens. So this allergy season has just started, and it's already affecting me. So I have lots of stuff to show you today, like so much stuff to show you today. I could probably turn you just a bit and show you my calyx shelf, but I wonder if it would mess up the framing here. Let me see. Hold on. You can kind of see it, but this is my calyx shelf. This tripod has a handle, which makes it very handy. Oh, don't turn the actual base. This is my calyx shelf. That would have been my backdrop, but that did not work out. So, ooh, let's get you back to where you were. All right, really quick. I had a vlog just go up like 2 days ago. I was planning on doing lots of vlogs of our move, but I ended up just doing one in the old house and then one here in the new house, and that was all I could emotionally handle. So that just went up a couple days ago, and that's where you can go to hear like the updates on like personal stuff and see the new house and all that kind of thing, because we're living in like an old house. Like, this thing is at least 100 years old. I like it a lot. Quality living situation. But my studio / craft room is huge now, like monstrous. So if you go watch that vlog, you'll be able to see the new space. And I will also be doing a formal like craft room studio tour soon. So that'll be coming. I am just trying to get the last few things unpacked in here, and then I'll film that. And then when I get a couple big orders of yarn in, I'm going to be doing a stash tour as well. So subscribe if you're interested in any of those things. In the meantime, what can I tell you? Normally, I have like a format where I tell you like a fun fact about myself, and I don't know, I'm winging it today because it's been so long since I've podcasted, so I'll probably be rambly and I'll probably be all over the place. But if you're here for that, welcome. It is nice outside. This weather is incredible up here. We moved to Pennsylvania because we wanted to leave the heat of South Carolina, and so far it is a great decision. It's really feeling like fall here, you guys. It is early September. It is September Kidding, it is mid-September. It is September 15th today. I've been feeling good. I've been feeling like emotionally really good this last like week. I've been able to make art again, which is my main job, and it's just been good. I've been getting a lot of stuff done with knitting, or a lot of knitting done, and that's been feeling really good. And I've been really excited about future projects too. And I've been shopping a lot, but let's start with actual knitting. That was a really long intro. FOs, I have quite a few. All right, I'm gonna be leaning over because I don't have like a place to set things, so I have all my stuff on the floor. I have FOs and whips. So we'll start with some small FOs. I have 3 pairs of socks. All right, so when I left, I finished these in South Carolina, but it was after I was done podcasting. I think. If I'm wrong about any of this and you've seen any of these things before, I apologize. It can be hard to keep things straight. But I want to say these were a whip. Last time you saw them, if you saw them. So these are my Lowaro socks. They are made from Brooklyn Tweed Peary in the color Klimt, which is exactly the same yarn and color that they used in the sample for the pattern. And these are so nice. Oh my gosh. They're so nice. They look so good. They fit so well. I just followed the pattern for them exactly, and just, so good. I also did a pair of birthday socks for my sibling. And these came out so interesting. This color combo is from Explore Knits and Fibers. If you are into the hand-dyed yarn community on Instagram, you probably have heard of them. And her Italy collection, which was super huge. She launched it back in July, maybe? I don't remember. It was a while back because the pre-orders just now finished shipping and they had a 12-week turnaround. So it was 12 weeks ago that she launched the collection. But in the main collection, I managed to snag 3 sock sets, like the main launch, not pre-order launch. I managed to snag 3 sock sets. And this is the one that Brad picked out. It's her Roma sock set. The colors are Roma and Trastevere. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but they are really interesting. These are not colors I would have picked out, but since Brad picked them out, he wanted a pair of socks out of them. I bought them because he never has like an opinion about stuff. These socks, however, are not for Brad. My younger sibling also really loved this color. When they arrived, they came over and saw them and was like, oh, I really like that color. And it is their birthday this month. Their birthday is in September. So I made them a pair of socks. They also love socks. So I made them a pair of socks out of that colorway, and I made sure I just did stripes on the toe and cuff because I wanted to save enough of the contrast color to also make Brad a pair because he's the one who picked it out. So I finished those, and these are not in chronological order, by the way. And the last pair of socks I finished are these. These are what I am lovingly calling my Pittsburgh socks. These are, the pattern is Hermione's Everyday Socks, but I subbed the heel out for a Fish Lips Kiss heel. And it was actually my first Fish Lips Kiss heel. And oh my God, I'm converted. It is so good, so fast and so easy. This was the last pair of socks I had finished for the summer sock camp. I finished 10 pairs of socks in 3 months, which I'm really proud of. Like, I'm really excited about that. Since summer sock camp had ended on August 31st, I have only finished 1 pair of socks, but I guess that's only been 15 days, so I guess that's not too bad. But I'm slowing down on my sock knitting for a minute. I'm gonna try to just have like 1 casually on the go while I work on other things, some bigger projects, because I have a lot of sweaters I wanna knit, you guys. A lot of sweaters. But anyways, I call these my Pittsburgh socks because one of our local yarn stores here partnered with a yarn dyer, a local yarn dyer, Flower Hill Fleeces, who also owns a sheep farm. They make their own yarn and also dye yarn that they did not make. But this is Pittsburgh themed colorway. It is Aqua Gamey, which is a play on the word, you know, the color aqua, and also the Allegheny, which is not only the county we live in, but also a river that is one of the 3 rivers that meet in Pittsburgh. And so I was like, I'm moving to Pittsburgh, I want a pair of Pittsburgh socks. So when they announced these sock sets, I was like, I definitely want one. I think they're coming out with a Pittsburgh themed fall set too, and I think I might get that one too. They're really cute. It's so nice. And these colors aren't normally what I would pick, but I really like how these socks turned out. They're really cute. All right, only 2 more FOs, which isn't very impressive, but you'll understand why in just a minute. I can't even remember how long it's been since I've filmed, but I feel like I should have more than 3 pairs of socks and 2 larger FOs, but I might be forgetting something. I thought I had everything. Anyways, this one was a good ways done last time you saw it, but I finished my Weidlinger. I actually finished this one when I was still at the old house after I was done podcasting, taking a break, and before I moved. And it's got schmutz on it, but look at how beautiful this sweater is. It's like stretched out because I'm pulling it, but look at this sweater. It is so gorgeous. It's that lovely cropped length. I wanted to split the hem and then totally forgot, so the hem is not split, but it still fits so nicely. And I did the sleeves bracelet length because that's the length of sleeve I prefer. I don't like my sleeves to come all the way down because then I'm just all the way down here because then I'm just always pushing them up. So I either like 3/4 length sleeves or bracelet length. If I want to be warm, a full length sleeve, I prefer bracelet length. You can always wear hand warmers or wrist warmers or gloves or something if you want your wrists and hands to be warm. But it is so, I'm so happy with this. This is one of the things, this is like the first sweater I've finished, like full length sweater, full long sleeve sweater, not my daybreak tee, that I finished since I was like in college. And I'm so proud of it. It's everything I wanted, honestly. It is exactly how I imagined it would turn out. So, highly recommend this pattern. And even though it was pieced and sewn together, I did not have a hard time sewing it together. I actually had a really good time with it. It was totally fine. I did not get annoyed or bored or whatever. It was pretty good. And then the last FO I have, God, my hair is out of control, you guys. My last FO, I believe I showed maybe just like the little neck in a previous podcast, but I did a test knit for Linda Lou Hawley. I did a test knit for her Foolish sweater. And like I said, I think last time it was just a collar when you saw it last, and it is now a finished sweater. It is a 3/4 length sleeve because I did this one out of a bamboo cotton blend. I actually made it out of King Cole bamboo cotton in the color Pebble. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. It's the color Pebble, you don't need to see it. But it's 50% cotton, 50% bamboo. Anyways, it's a transitional sweater. So I did 3/4 length sleeves. I could have knit it a little bit longer to wear over leggings, but I actually made this a size smaller than the size I wear now because I have been consistently losing weight since being here. And well, since COVID, honestly. But since being here especially, I've been more active, so I've been consistently losing weight. So as I lose weight, the length is going to get a little bit longer on me, so I'm not really that worried about it. It fits me now. It fits me now, but it'll become more oversized the more weight I lose. And I'm fine with that. It's meant to be an oversized sweater, so it'll be good. And the back has this lace detail. It's like a lace panel. And it's lace, so it's nice and open, but it's not so open that I have to wear an undershirt with it. I can just wear a bra because I don't care. And I did remember to do a split hem for this one. I just like a split hem. I think it's a really nice detail. So I did do a split hem for this one. And those were the only modifications I did. I did the 3/4 length sleeve and the split hem. Next, we'll do whips. First whip I have is actually another test knit. I signed up for this one not much longer after my Foolish sweater test knit, but this one is actually, let me show you this. This is it's supposed to be a lace weight sweater, but I got gauge with a fingering weight yarn. Pardon me. I'm actually using Miss Babs Katahdin in the color Whitsunday, which I looked on Ravelry and I have not seen anyone use this color before, but look at this color. It is so good. I don't know. I love it. This is half of the Katahdin. The other half is in the bag here with the project because it is attached to the project. I'm using it, but this is the other half. I just wound it into 2 cakes. I started winding it and cut it and then had to start winding it again so that my ball winder could hold it. And I have this in this bag by, I honestly have no idea. My sister got this bag for me and there's no tag on it. So I don't know who it's by, but it's got drawstrings and a wrist strap, a leather wrist strap, and it's got pockets on the inside, which are really nice. Anyways, where I was going with this is that this test knit is taking me a really long time, and the designer actually gave a disclaimer that she didn't have a hard deadline for it because she knew it was going to take a really long time. But it is called the Summer Bliss Blouse, and it's designed by Dagmar Oye. I don't know how you pronounce her last name. But I am this far on it. The hem keeps popping up because it's not blocked yet, and I'm still working on it, so it's being stuffed in a bag. But it's just a gorgeous texture, and it's got a folded hem. I really apologize, I've been shedding a lot, so I have like hair on everything. It's got a folded hem. It's worked from the bottom up seamlessly. And I'm about 6.5, maybe 7 inches up. I've just been going slow but steady on it, just doing, you know, like a few rows a day, either first thing in the morning or last thing in the evening, you know, when I'm done working on other things. But my other projects I'm like real excited about. I have 3 more. 2 of them I'm super excited about. The other one I'm going to show you real quick. I don't know if you remember, but if you do, congratulations if you remember this sock. I knitted this sock. It was my first, yes, this was my first fingering weight sock I ever knit. I meant to make it my size, and it accidentally came out huge, so it will probably be gifted to Bradley, my husband. And it's the Rhyolite by Tin Can Knits, and I used 100% recycled lamb's wool for the blue color, and the red accent color is some mystery wool freebie that came with my recycled yarn order. So those are the details of that, but I finally cast on the second one. When I knit this sock, it was like 2 weeks before summer sock camp. Am I in focus? I can't tell if I'm in focus or if my eyes are just like getting tired. But it was like 2 weeks before summer sock camp started, and because I'd already finished one, I could not count them in my summer sock camp count, so I wanted to stop and wait until summer sock camp was over. It is over now. I have cast on my second sock. I'm done with the cuff. I am starting on the leg of the sock, and man, I'm so much more experienced knitting socks now. This one is going so much faster and so much easier than I remember this one going. I'm actually holding this yarn. It's technically fingering weight, but I'm holding it double because it's a really fine fingering weight. And I probably shouldn't have done that. I'm also using needles that are too large. It all matches this, but I'm using needles that are too large than what I would normally use. So that all explains why. This one ended up being too big, but I need them to match, so I'm doing them the same. And yeah, that's my other whip. I actually am just keeping this one at my computer, so I pick it up and do a few rows whenever I'm just like, or a few rounds whenever I'm just like sitting at my computer doing something. The others all stay downstairs by my knitting chair or go around the house with me because I love them. My battery light is blinking, so I'm actually gonna take a break here and I'm going to charge my battery a little bit and gather some of my haul stuff from the shelf over here so I can show you the things that I bought before I show you my last 2 whips, and then we'll go into haul. And as for updates and stuff, I think I'm gonna skip it this episode because you can go watch that vlog that I just uploaded a couple days ago. You can get all of my life updates there, and I rambled a bit at the beginning of this video, so we're gonna take a quick break and I will be right back. Directly after filming this, I'm going to buy a second battery for this camera because honestly, I cannot wait for it to charge whenever it dies. I just do not have the patience for that. So I'll probably have to stop and charge it again because I didn't let it charge all the way. Anyways, welcome back to whips. I have two more. The first one I was actually sitting here knitting on while you were charging, but it is my Halloween sweater. And I am trucking along on this thing. I think in just another day or two, I'm going to be finishing the body up, and then it's just sleeves. But I am making the most boring Halloween sweater of all time, but it's what I wanted. I like really simple and clean designs, so you're a little crooked. Yeah, anyways. Really simple and clean designs. I don't like sometimes I like really complex ones, but I really like just like stuff. So I chose to do the contrast sweater by Petite Knits in Halloween colors. This color picks up really blue on camera, but it's actually like a charcoaly gray color. But oh my gosh, you guys, this is so much fun. Like, this sweater is so fast and so quick to work up. It's a DK weight sweater, but also this yarn, like especially once I got to this orange, I was just, it's so fun to knit this color up. This yarn is a 100% cotton, and it is a hand-dyed cotton. It is from LaRue Cotton, and the colors are What Lurks in the Shadows for the dark color, and then the bottom color is Rusted. And I love them so much together. So good. I also have a little stitch marker, or a little progress keeper on here. Where are you? Oh, it's over here somewhere. Oh, there it is. A little progress keeper from Simply Serving. It's worked from the top down, so it's backwards, hanging this way. But it is a little cookie, a little skeleton sugar cookie. So cute. And oh my God, guys. I ordered 5 skeins of yarn for this, 5 skeins of DK weight, and it wasn't enough. I realized that I got to about the sleeve separation, and I realized I was in my last skein of this color already. And I was like, oh no, what am I gonna do? So I had to order 1 more of each color just because I figured, you know, I was probably short on this one too. And I think that'll be just enough because I really just have to knit the sleeves to here and then pick up the orange and it'll be good. And it's cotton, so it'll be nice and like transitional because I figured October isn't, you know, full on winter yet when I'm gonna be wearing this the most. I figured cotton would be a really good option, and it's a really heavy cotton. Like, it is hefty. It's got quite a weight to it. So I'm loving how this is turning out. And this pattern is my first Petite Knits pattern, and it is so easy. It is so easy to follow along. I was knitting on, my last whip that I'm about to show you is a shawl, and it is also really potato chippy. Like, I keep wanting to knit on it too. And I knit on it all day yesterday, and then I picked this up and didn't realize it was 10 o'clock at night already and didn't want to go to bed. I just wanted to keep knitting. My last whip is in, there's hair on everything, y'all. I'm so sorry. This is in my Paisley and Gold sewing bag, which I love. I will order another one of these. Whenever she has another shop update, I'm going to order another one because it is the perfect size. I love that it has a drawstring and a handle, and I love this handle. It's such a good quality. This bag is just pristine. Also, you can't, the pocket's on the inside, but the pocket is so good. It's just one big pocket, and I love it. There it is. Onto the whip, though, after me raving about this bag for a second. This whip is, I think I've mentioned it on the podcast before that I had plans to make this, but it is the Louisiana Street Shawl by Natalie from Nitty Natty. And I I wanted to go deep stash because I have been purchasing a lot of yarn and I didn't want my old stash to get lost or forgotten. So I wanted to go ahead and get one of these. And also this pattern is really simple. It's knit from the widest point to the narrowest point. So I figured it would be really quick, like it would go really quickly. I was right, but I was excited to get old stash used and get something quick and fall and just yummy done. So I am working on my Louisiana street. It's like folded. I have finished the first section, the moss, double moss section, first double moss section, and I am in the garter blend section. And guys, okay, first of all, let me tell you what I did to this. The pattern calls for 2 skeins of fingering weight yarn in the standard fingering weight yardage, which is like 463 or 465 yards or something, more than 400 yards. I am using Hedgehog Fibers yarn. This is their skinny singles. And the colors are Guppy and Silence. Guppy is the orange and blue and pink color, and Silence is this tan. Their skeins are only 400 yards even. So I was like, okay, well, the yards are really small, or the yardage is really small. In the pattern itself, it says that you may not have enough if you use a 400 yard skein of yarn. So I was like, okay, well, if I don't have enough, I'll just adjust. So I made this first section. I reduced the repeats by just 1. I did like 12 repeats instead of 13 or something. And then went on to this section and figured I would reduce this section by like 2 repeats or something. And figured that would fix it. I ended up getting through this entire section and back down to the regular stitch count that was supposed to be at the end of that section. So basically all I did was move this stripe from like here to here. And I still have this much yarn left. I don't understand what is happening with my yardage here. It's like some sort of witchcraft. Because once I'm done with this blend section here, which is every other stripe will be this color and then the contrast color, it's mostly contrast color. So I should be almost done with this color, and yet here I am. It's some sort of witchcraft, but this is how far I am. It's not blocked or anything, obviously, because I'm still working on it, but it will, it'll grow when I block it. But it's a pretty good size so far. I'm about a foot in. I'm about a foot down. And you know, it goes faster and faster because you're working to the smallest point from the largest side. So I love that. I love that, Natalie. I love that you did that. It makes it so much nicer. And that's it for my whips. That's it for my whips. I guess, okay, so while this was charging, while you guys were charging, I went to my shelf and I took down all of the yarn that I have received in the mail or purchased from a local yarn store here since I've been here. And honestly, I'm a bit shook. I'm a bit shook because the amount of yarn that is still on the shelf here is abysmal. There's as much on the floor as there is still on the shelf. I think I have a problem. But we'll start with things that aren't yarn. First, I wanted to show you that I finally purchased a pouch for my interchangeable needle set, circular needle set. I hate that little plastic thing. I got the Knit Picks set and it comes in a little plastic flappy thing with the little slots, and I hate it. I hated it. So I got this one. And I love it. I love it so much. It is so cute. It is from Jezebel B on Etsy, the tag. The quality is really nice. It has a pouch here that is Velcroed all the way across so nothing will fall out. It's just really nice. That's where I keep all of my little keys and little end cap protectors and such. Pretty much all of the other things I have been receiving are, well, okay. I purchased these. You'll see a lot of this stuff in my either this craft room tour or my stash tour, but one of my favorite ceramic artists made these little dishes, and it was actually a set of 3, and they're nesting. This is the largest one. And I bought the 3 of them to keep my stitch markers in. Well, my progress keepers specifically. And I just, oh, they're so nice. I love them so much. But this largest one holds my fanciest progress keepers. So this is nice and full of progress keepers that I've purchased. None of these were here before I moved here. I don't think. I don't know if my Hello Lavender one was here yet. There we go. But this is from the Roma collection. It matches those socks that I showed you earlier. I also got these are stitch markers from Sassafras Knits. I got the pink opal and the pumice colors. And I think they're actually made of those stones as well. And then I ordered some stuff from Simply Serving. I got this Christmas mug. It's got a little cookie plate underneath it. The little sugar cookie skeleton I showed you on my sweater. I got this little fairy tale house. And then from Sucre Miniatures, I ordered, and then this from Sucre Miniatures, I got a banana split. I love this banana split. It's so good. And I think that's it. Oh, no, one more from Sucre Miniatures. I told you I got a wild berry Pop-Tart from Simply Serving, but I got a strawberry Pop-Tart from Sucre Miniatures. Strawberry is actually my favorite flavor of Pop-Tart. Well, my second favorite flavor of Pop-Tart, my actual favorite flavor is just a chocolate Pop-Tart. I love a chocolate Pop-Tart. All right, last. Sorry if you can hear that. I have windows open because the weather's so nice outside, so you can hear like cars. I did make sure to turn fans down and stuff though, so hopefully you won't hear any of that. Anyways, last thing I have to go through is yarn. All right, so I guess we'll start from the yarn I'm least excited about to most excited about. I'm really excited about all of it, but some of the things I don't have plans for yet, so I can't get that excited about it yet. Like, I love the yarn, but I'm not like ready to use it because I don't know what I'm gonna use it for. First, I have plans for most of these, I guess. The only ones I really don't have plans for are these. All right, I placed an order. I've ordered from her before, but Cornbread and Honey on Etsy and Instagram. I ordered these 2 skeins of Cornbread and Honey yarn. These are both well, this one is the 100% non-superwash merino. She just kind of dyes whatever she feels like dyeing, so you just kind of got to get what you got to get. And then this one is the 75-25 fingering weight. And this color is Sunshine on a Cloudy Day, and this color is Daffodil Fields. And I needed them. I love them so much. Whenever I buy Cornbread and Honey yarn, because it's so variegated, I always just kind of assume I'm going to use it in a shawl one day. And then everything else I guess I kind of have plans for. I got this from my local yarn, one of my local yarn stores. We have quite a few here, which is very exciting. But I picked this one up because I wanted to check out one that I hadn't been to before. And this is Kelburn Woolen's Lucky Tweed. And this is the color medium gray. And I got it from Mick Walker Yarns here in Pittsburgh. And I got this for Brad for Christmas, or for his birthday. I don't know which yet. His birthday's in December too. But I'm gonna make him a hat out of this because that boy wears a hat. So that's gonna be a Christmas present, a Christmas knit. I only brought down 1 skein of some of these, even though I have multiples, but I'll tell you, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 skeins of, this is Knit Picks Billow. This is their 100% cotton bulky weight yarn, and it's like thick and thin, but it is so soft. I have knit 2 scarves out of this, and I had wanted like really giant scarves. Like one of them I knit out of it's like a golden yellow color. When I wrap it around my shoulders, it goes all the way to the floor and it's wide. And then I knit another one out of a like dusty purple color of the same billow. And I knit it super wide, like super wide. So it's like big and fat and chunky. So I wanted some giant scarves, made myself some. Let's continue with this haul. All right, next we have this. This is Coast to Coast Yarn Co. There's her label. There we go. Coast to Coast Yarn Co. I have ordered so much yarn from this lady. I have actually ordered, while the battery was charging, I placed another order. She dropped her like a birthday yarn, and I ordered enough worsted weight to make a sweater because I don't have any worsted weight sweater quantities except for the yarn I have for my pitch coat. That is a whip technically. So, and I have a couple of worsted weight patterns in my queue, but the point is I love her yarn. Every color she makes is like exactly what I wanted. This color specifically is Eucalyptus, and it's from her mushroom collection. And I ordered a lot of yarn from that collection, but this one specifically is for Brad. I'm going to make him a sweater, a fingering weight sweater out of this, and I ordered 4 skeins of it. Yes, 4. That should be enough to make him a sweater, but this color, though not particularly me, screamed him to me. So I bought this, and then while I'm here at Coast to Coast, let me show you what else I got from her. 3 of this color. This is called Lightly Toasted. There we go. It's lightly toasted, and this was her July colorway, actually. And it's like a toasted marshmallow. I ordered 3 skeins of this because I figured I would supplement it with another color at some point for something, for color work or color blocked or something like that. And I ordered from her, and it's all from her mushroom collection except this one. I think this was actually a color that she did before her mushroom collection launched, but it is mushroom themed. This is Hint of the Woods, and I ordered just 1 skein of this because I could not resist this gorgeous colorway. And I figured I'd make, I'd use it in something. It's 100% superwash merino, so not great for socks, but I'll use it in something. Also from the mushroom collection, I ordered these 3, which I'm very excited about. Ooh, gosh. These are the 3 colors. This one is Amanita, this one is Turkey Tail, and this one is just Shrooms. And they're beautiful together. Like, I love them together. But more exciting is I actually ordered, in this one you can see there's a lot of this like golden yellow color, and I don't think any of it is in this one, but the red ties both these together, and then this one has all of this like beautiful golden color. In this collection, she did a color called Golden Oyster, and it is a tonal like this one, but of this golden color. And I ordered 2 skeins of that. My West Knits mystery shawl next month. He finally announced the color requirements for it, and I decided I was going to use these 3 with the 2 Golden Oyster that 2 skeins of Golden Oyster that I ordered, and use those for my West Knits mystery shawl this year. So I'm very excited about that. Something is happening today. I don't understand, but I had to charge that battery. You saw in the last clip that I mentioned, I just charged the battery again. And when I was filming that clip, I got cut off because the memory card was full. But I took the memory card out, knew that there wasn't enough on it to fill it. Went to clear it off, had to reformat it because it wasn't acting right. And then after I reformatted it, the camera won't read it anymore. So I'm here on my phone, which I'm not supposed to be doing anymore, but I adjusted the quality on the phone, so hopefully it's a little bit better than it was in the last vlogs. God, my hair is driving me insane. But I just wanted to film this last clip of this podcast, vlog style, I guess, because I don't have a choice. I don't have a tripod for my phone, and I cannot figure out how to make it stand on here. It won't work. Like, I was trying to balance it. You see that it just doesn't work. So here you can see a little bit behind the scenes, the pile of yarn I had to show you. And I had just finished showing you the 3 mushroom yarns that I'm going to be using for my West Knit shawl. The last mushroom yarn I wanted to show you is Button. It's called Button, like a button mushroom, and it is this gorgeous, like, tan color. And I'm going to be making an 83 crop sweater with this. If you have been on the internet at all, I'm sure you've seen it, but it's a textured crop short sleeve top with 3 bands of color across the shoulders, across the yoke, done in like traditionally in like a mohair. But this will be the base of my 83. And then I ordered for my 3 yoke colors, I ordered these. These are 3 Surrey alpaca and silk colors from the base is called Oh Dang, and it's from the Farmer's Daughter Fibers. Farmer's Daughter Fibers, yes. I can never remember if it's Farmer's Daughter or Farmer's Daughters, but Farmer's Daughter Fibers. So it'll be those with this. And I'm really excited about that. Then the last things I got are all basically just like vague sock yarn. I pre-ordered Tiger's Eye from the Kinetic Knitter, just because it's beautiful. I ordered from Holly Press Fibers this color, which is called Cliffs of Insanity. It's from her Princess Bride collection, and I ordered it to be Christmas socks. So this will be Christmas. I'll pair it with like a red contrasting heel toe cuff. And then from Long Dog Yarns, I was, making my hand cramp up. From Long Dog Yarn, which I love her colors. They're always really vibrant and fun. But I was really excited for fall, and I ordered these 2 sock yarns from her. They are Fraser's Ridge, which is an Outlander colorway, and Falling Back, which I guess is just a generic fall colorway. And I love them. I didn't get them to go together. I just got them at the same time. And then the last single skeins I got are, I picked up 1 skein. This is also Christmas socks from the local yarn store I went to, where I got that gray yarn for Brad's hat, Christmas or birthday hat. I got this self-striping from Fiber Nymph Dye Works. This vintage looking Christmas colorway. It's called Mountain Christmas. And this is the kind of Christmas I'm into. And from Desert Vista Dye Works, I ordered 2 fall colorways. I ordered a generic fall color called Pumpkin Pie, and then I ordered Trick or Treat, which is a vintage looking Halloween colorway. And I will be casting at least this one on pretty soon, probably both of these on pretty soon. These will be my, like, for sure a pair of fall and Halloween socks, so I want to get them done this month and next month. I might try to get them both done in October. We'll see. And then, yes, I'm not done. The last thing I have here is in this basket that I keep on top up there in that empty space on top of the shelf. All of my sock sets. These are the 2 I got from Explorer Knits that aren't the Roma set that I made my brother's socks out of that I showed you at the beginning of the episode. I also ordered these 2 with that same order. I got the Parma and Formaggio sock set, which is the one with the yellow on top. And the bottom one is Doppio and Florence and Macchiato. So a coffee themed one and a cheese themed one. So if this is me, if this isn't me, I don't know what is. And the other sock sets I got are, I ordered the Road Trip sock set from Sorella Yarn. I love this. These colors are so good. And the way she dyed this yarn up, it kind of stripes a little bit, which is fun. And then with my Holly Press Fibers order with that Cliffs of Insanity color I showed you, I ordered a sock set, which is not like any of the other colors you ever see in my repertoire. It's very pastel, very pink, but I love pink. I was actually thinking I don't have enough pink, so I went for it. It's Excessively Fond of a Cottage, and it is from her Sense and Sensibility collection. I love this. It's so delicate. I'm gonna make a pair for me, a pair of socks for me, and I'm gonna make a pair of socks for one of my friends for Christmas, because those colors are very much her. And then finally, the last two things I got are two sock sets from Little Lionhead Knits. Oh, we're not done. I ordered one more thing in this order with this Little Lionhead Knits order, so I'll show you that. But I ordered the Great Smoky Mountains colorway sock set because the Great Smoky Mountains are a home to me. So that's the second Great Smoky Mountains themed sock yarn I've ordered. And then I ordered Apple Picking. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. The last thing I forgot, I also ordered her fall Autumn Woods mini skein set. And just how stunning are these? Stunning. Can't even. But they're so pretty. They've been living up here, like in a place of honor, with my little mini pumpkin painting that I did, and some other fun things. If I was a real professional, I would have had this lit, but I'm not, I guess. So yeah, that's it for today. This is where my sock sets live. I have a couple more coming. I have one sock set coming from Sorella from her Hocus Pocus collection, and I'm really excited about it. And my Explorer Knits pre-order is coming, and I've ordered a couple more sweater quantities. So we got some stuff coming, and then I'll do a stash tour. And like I said, it won't be long. I'll be doing a craft room tour too. So pray for me. I'm going to try and get this memory card situation figured out so I can start podcasting like normal again. I don't know why today was so difficult, but it was. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you in the next one.